welcome to Lake George this week. I'm Jim, your host, and we're going to talk about what's happening in the Lake George area. This is a very special episode of Lake George this week. We're going to talk about fall foliage. One of the big perks about living in the Adirondacks is fall foliage. And, the peak time in the Lake George area is the last week of September to the first 2 weeks of October. That's when you really want to get out there in this area. Of course, it's changing as you're going north and south. It adjusts. But right now in the Lake George area in Adirondacks, you're talking about the last week of September, the first 2 weeks of October. And we're going to talk about the 5 places you can go and see some great fall foliage. So stay tuned and we'll jump right in. Okay, spot number one on our hit parade today is Prospect Mountain. Now, I thought Prospect Mountain you had to hike up there, and you can hike up there. It's one of the most iconic spots for panoramic views of the fall foliage. But you don't have to walk up there. You don't have to hike up there if you're lazy or you have knee problems or back problems or feet problems or whatever else your problem is. You don't want to walk up the hill, up the mountain. You can drive up there up Veterans Memorial Highway, right, accessible right on off Route 9 in Lake George, and for $10 fee, you can drive up there and park, and it offers a scenic pull-off area for photos, and you can see the full foliage up there. At the summit, you'll enjoy breathtaking views of Lake George, the Adirondacks, and the surrounding foliage. It's going to be amazing. You can go up there. You're going to be on top of the world, looking down on top of Lake George, the whole thing with the southern tip of Lake George going north. Really excellent place to see the full foliage, and close, right outside the village, right there. You can't beat that. And for $10, right? You can't beat that at all. Hey, believe it or not, number two on the hit parade today is Fort William Henry. Fort William Henry is a historical site that offers great views of the southern part of Lake George. Now, you walk around the grounds of the 18th century fort, okay? The French and Indian War, very famous, the last of the Mohegans, very famous fort. It sits right on the lake, and you can take in all the fall foliage on the shoreline. Really good view, you're right at the tip of the lake, in the southern tip of the lake right there. And from the parapets of the fort, you can see really a lot of good stuff there. You're not going to be, and of course, it's got the museum going on there. They got enactments going on there, and all kinds of history in the area. And and right across the street from Fort William Henry is number 4 on our list, and that is the Lake George Steamboat cruises. Now, the Lake George Steamboat from the steel pier right across the street from Fort William Henry, it's one of the best ways to experience the fall foliage from the water, okay? And you're going to be able to, you go up one side, down the other side, take a scenic cruise aboard one of the Lake George steamboats. You got the Minnehaha, you got the Sacrament, you got them all over there. Enjoy a 360-degree view of the vibrant autumn colors reflecting off the lake. I mean, that's going to be incredible views for you, and a great option for those wanting the relaxing and unique perspective of the fall foliage. So the fall landscape as well as the foliage. You're going to be able to relax, sit down, have a drink, maybe have a meal if it's a meal cruise, and just sit back and watch from a unique perspective, because you don't see this from the shoreline. You're going to be on the water, driving around. Pretty cool, and okay. You're going to love it. Now, this is spot number 4. The Lake George Steamboat Company, that was spot number 3. But this is spot number 4, Cat and Thomas Mountains in Bolton Landing, okay? If you're a hiker, the trails in Cat and Thomas Mountains provide amazing fall foliage views. They're moderate hikes and offer peaceful setting and stunning vistas over the Lake George and the surrounding forests. Really good short hikes, reasonable distances, up reasonable, inclines, and excellent, beautiful views, panoramic, stunning vistas over the Lake George and surrounding forests. A must-see for those looking to get up close to nature. If you want to get up close to nature, get your feet on the ground and your hands dirty on the dirt, this is what you want to do. You want to go to the Cat and Thomas Mountains in the Bolton Landing area and go for a hike. Okay, and spot five on our place to see the fall foliage, on the best places to see fall foliage. Number five, okay, number five is Shepard's Park. Shepard's Park is number five. Right in the heart of the village. Right in the heart of the village, you get parking, free parking. You don't have to drive 20 minutes to go anywhere. Right in the heart of the village, Shepard's Park. Located in the heart of the Lake George Village, Shepard's Park is a great place to enjoy a leisurely stroll with views of the lake and surrounding four colors. You walk all the way around there. The steel piers on the one side. You walk all the way back around. Really nice. You get a nice view of the lake from both sides as you walk around. Okay. It's perfect for families and those looking for a low-key but picturesque spot. So if you're looking for people who really can't walk that long distances, and but still want to see the fall foliage, you go down to Shepard's Park, you park the car, you walk really short distances right there, and you see all of the end of the picturesque. Can you say that? Picturesque parts of the spots of the lake, right? Now you're going to stay tuned because I'm going to give you a bonus points, bonus spot coming up. Okay, bonus spot. This is number 6. Now this is my personal favorite. Because I love driving. Driving on the Northway on I-87. Okay, the Northway, particularly the stretch between exit 21 and 25, offers some of the most breathtaking views of fall foliage in the area. Driving along this route is a great way to enjoy the fall foliage from the comfort of your car, okay, while also seeing different elevations and perspectives. So, you can be in your car listening to your music, listening to the podcast if you like, and enjoying the fall foliage as you're going up the Northway. Never ever any traffic. Very few times as there actually traffic on the Northway that's stop and go. But nothing that you're used to down in the city if you're used to that. But it's really nice drive, leisurely drive, and you got beautiful vistas on both sides. The forests and the mountains on both sides as you go up the Northway. You go up and down. You can go a couple of times and see it all good. And comfort of your car, you have your drinks, have your maybe a snack, put the music on. You can't beat that. You really can't beat that. And that was the bonus place. So whether you prefer to hike, cruise, or simply drive, okay, Lake George offers some of the best fall foliage views in the region. Don't forget to mark your calendar because the best time to visit is between the last week of September and the first 2 weeks of October. And okay, now as always, don't forget to subscribe or follow. And if you're a local business that would like to be featured on the podcast, or if you'd like to sponsor the podcast, or if you have an upcoming event you'd like featured on the podcast, any of those and all of those, you can always go to lakegeorgethisweek.com, and there'll be an email there. There's also a mailing list to sign up for a newsletter, so you don't miss anything. Okay, so do that right now before you forget. Thanks for listening and tuning in. I love the support. Don't forget to subscribe, follow on whatever platform you are to find out more updates on the Lake George area. Okay, so this has been Lake George This Week, and I'm Jim, your host, and I'll see you next time with more about what's happening in the Lake George area. Stay tuned to next time. We are talking about free fishing.